What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another watch-along game against Fulham just before the international break. No Spurs for 2.5 weeks after this, which is much to our delight, dismay, whichever way you want to look at it. I'm here with Marlon, Spurs Kings TV today. I can't believe it, like first time in 3 years we've done a watch-along together.
Yes. Done it with Sim, never you. Been avoiding me.
The good omens, hopefully we start a relationship of good omens today.
We better. But after seeing that midfield, I don't think Ange wants us to start off on a good foot.
Look, let's just get through the team then, because we got Vicario in goal, Spence right back, Adogi left back, Romero and Ben Davies at the back. We got Bissouma, Gray, Bentancur midfield, with Johnson on the right, Tell on the left, and Solanke up top. I mean, I don't mind any area of the pitch, it's the midfield that bothers me.
It bothered me last week as well, because I said it was there was no creativity in it, when we get on the ball, and then this week he's gone with that, and I'm like, okay, where's the creativity going to come from? And Tell's not, had a great start to his Spurs life.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really, really interesting to see what we're going to do, because unless Brennan Johnson's in the box, we ain't getting nothing from him.
There's no time to start like the present with Matisse Tell. I really want to see a good performance to him. And, we say like the league games don't really mean much now, but for someone like Tell, and particularly like Archie Gray in midfield, these games mean a lot.
Yeah, no, it does. And that's why I'm looking at going, Archie Gray hasn't played in midfield, for the whole season, apart from a stint on Thursday. Yeah. So, and I said, you know what, just play him in midfield now. If he's going to be the future centre midfielder for Tottenham Hotspur, you've got nothing to lose now. Let him do it. See what he can do for the next how many games we've got left. But then to put him with Bissouma and Bentancur, you're looking at it going, okay, what are you trying to achieve here?
The thing is, right, like we don't have a game for 2.5 weeks. Maddison hasn't been called up for England. So why not just play Maddison in this game? I just don't really get it.
It's Ange, isn't it? I suppose we'll complain about this, but he'll sit there and go, well, you wanted me to rotate. We've just had a European game on Thursday. We tend not to do well after European games or before the international break. And is this the first time he's probably rotated? Who knows? Who knows? I don't even know what to expect today. I really don't. Just seeing that midfield, I don't know if he's going to try and stiffen it out and then try and stiffen it out in the first half. Because I think his last 2 visits to Fulham have not been great. Because even the cup game last year, it wasn't the best performance in that first half.
It was terrible.
And then we got completely annihilated in the league game. So maybe he's thinking exactly the same. And that's why he's probably tried to stiffen it up to see if he can just counteract them first half.
You think it's just a case of just don't get overrun in midfield?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then try and absorb it a bit. And then with the wing, you got speedsters on the wing with Tell and Brennan Johnson. Try hit him on the counter-attack.
Yeah, he tried something similar Brentford, but at least, but then did he not put Bergvall on in the second half, and then it completely changed, because he definitely had Bissouma and Bentancur in that first half.
Yeah, against
Brentford.
The home game.
Yeah, the away game.
Oh, the away game at Brentford, right, yeah.
And he tried to stiffen it up then in the first half, and to be fair, it did work. So maybe he's trying to think of the same game plan and trying to do exactly the same, but with no Son on the wing, I'm a bit like, okay, wait, what are you trying to do?
In terms of the Fulham lineups, they got Leno in goal, Castagna and Robertson at fullbacks, Anderson, Bassi at centre backs, Pereira, Sander Berge, and Smith Rowe. Iwobi and Willian on the wings. I completely forgot Willian was even at Fulham.
Forgot you re-signed.
Raul Jimenez up top, and Willian, man, he bloody loves a goal against Spurs. Just our luck that he just comes in randomly and scores.
It'll probably be the only decent game he has for the rest of the season as well. And you know what we're always going to get Willian. Even if he's on bad form, he'll just turn it up for Spurs. He's a bit like Robert Pires, because even Robert Pires come out and said once, he never hardly played well for Arsenal, but the reason why he's a legend is because he always played well against Spurs. And I think Willian's the same with Chelsea. He only ever really played well against us. But yeah, he could be, depends on, he just seems to turn it. Whenever he plays Tottenham, he just seems to always turn it on. So I don't know. Look, that Fulham's team's beatable, but am I really just thinking too much into it because of the midfield and everything that's happened on Thursday and the way we have started off games? We've just got to start off well. I think that's going to be key.
I don't think you're thinking too much into it, because whenever Spurs seem to make changes, we just look to seem disjointed every time.
Every time.
And you look at their front three, forget Jimenez, the front four, Iwobi, Smith Rowe, Willian. All ex-Arsenal players. Willian obviously has that record against Spurs. But Smith Rowe and Iwobi obviously got brought up at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Are they going to be chomping at the bit to do something against Spurs today?
Of course, I think Iwobi, every time he's played us, he's always tried to turn up. Whether he's succeeded or not, that's a complete different question. But Smith Rowe hates Spurs. You see it in some of the interviews. You could tell he's Arsenal through and through. So it'd be quite interesting to see if they're way too up for it, and maybe that will fall into our favour a little bit, because I think for a lot of the players today, apart from, I think Archie Gray is the guy who's really got to impress because he wants to cement his place. But with the others, they're just playing for their starting 11 in the Europa League squad now. That's what they're really doing, because a lot of them, if they look at this lineup today, have probably gone, okay, we're not the starting players if it really comes to the serious business. So it's going to be really, really interesting.
What do you think the dynamic of the midfield will be? Do you think it's Bissouma in the 6 and the other two a bit further forward? Do you think it's a double pivot? I mean, what do you think it's going to be?
I was thinking that when I heard the lineup, I was like, who's going to play where? And I think when I looked at it, I thought Archie Gray's got to be the one playing further forward out of the three. But then I thought Bentancur might do that role, because Bissouma can't play. If Bissouma plays further forward, he's not inclined to be that attacking player where he will sit and try and clean up where he can. He's not the best at it, but he can do it. So I'm thinking that Archie Gray might play there in the more attacking role, because he did it at Leeds. Yeah. He did play certain times that he did play further forward at Leeds. So, and the one thing he has been good at when he has played is when he's on that ball, his passing ability and his range of it has been excellent. It's his defensive part where I've been moaning all season. I'm an Archie Gray hater in defence. I have been. I can't lie. But he has done a very good job there. However, I just don't think he's got a defensive mind, and I think that's what's been his biggest issue. And I don't think he's learned and he hasn't got any better at being very defensive. And I think that's my biggest problem with him. Whereas Bentancur will probably play, I reckon Bentancur will play the 6, Bassoon will play the 8, and Archie Gray will play the 10. If I'm looking at it in that way.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. I think Bissouma is going to be the one furthest deeper, and I feel like maybe Archie Gray and Bentancur might be playing alongside each other. And like just both of them going up and down in kind of like box to box roles.
Because Bentancur can do it. We've seen him. What he can be box to box. It's that under Ange in the last couple of months, he's probably been the one that's had to sit. And that's probably been a detriment to his game a little bit
100%.
Because you can clearly see he used to be the one, especially under Conte, he used to get it from the defensive midfield position and push it through the midfield to the attack. And I just kind of think that he hasn't been able to do that for the last few games at all, because of Bergvall, Maddison, Kulusevski have all been in there, so he hasn't had to do it. So it'd be interesting, because today he's going to be required, because he's the only player in there, and him and Archie Gray. So we'll see. We will see. But look, I'm not going to be too downbeat on the team, because I still think that 11 is still good enough to go and beat Fulham. Even looking at Fulham's lineup, they still should be able to give Fulham a game and go out there and put a performance in. So there's no excuses on that part. But if Ange can see clearly at half-time it's not working, I expect to change.
The reality is, right, we've got a midfield with no creativity, and we've got two pretty much out of form wingers on the wing as well. So it is all against us today. I'm not too confident of Spurs getting the win. So what's your score prediction just before we kick off?
So I've been predicting 1-1 all week. Yeah. And I'm going to stick with it. Even after seeing the lineup, I'm going to stick with it. I think Fulham will probably score in the first half. And then, look, we've been playing better in the second half in all the last few games. So I'm just going to go that we'll get an equaliser in the second.
All right, so Marlon's going for 1-1. All week I've been saying 2-1 to Fulham.
I know, I've seen your 2-1 to Fulham.
All week I've been saying 2-1 to Fulham, but now I'm here. Marlon's giving me a bit of positivity. I'm going to go for 2-1 to Spurs, people. We can't be predicting losses on match day right here on the watch long. So I'm going for 2-1 to Spurs. Hopefully these players do gel and kind of be able to work together pretty quickly, because we know Fulham are a very aggressive team, energetic team, and they're going to be putting it on us from minute one. So we're going to need to get to grips with this game very, very quickly. But just before we get to kick off, I just want to tell you that this watch along is sponsored by the great ExpressVPN, who are also the official digital partners of Tottenham Hotspur. If you sign up using our link, you get 14 days free of charge. Try before you buy. No need to put in your card details or anything like that. But we'll get into more details of that at half-time. But the players are coming out. And the Spurs boys mean business. They look like they mean business. And that's the one player that Willian, He doesn't frighten me, but he just annoys me. You know
It's the annoyance of him because he's got quality, and that's the problem when you sometimes have players. It's a bit like Son. Sometimes he could be out of the game, not doing anything, but he has the quality just to change it like that, and that's probably what Willian's probably been put in the team today. But looking at it, they can do it. These boys can, like, I'm really, like, now that you've got me pumped up a little bit. Come on.
Come on.
This, they can do it. This team is, you know what, Tell, if he can get off to a good start, get comfortable on this ball, and Solanke will obviously press from the front. Solanke will help both Brennan Johnson and Tell. So that's where I'm not completely worried with those two. And I know a lot of people probably thinking, Tell. But actually, I don't think he's been playing up top. He's not a number 9. You can clearly see it. But when he has played on the left, he has shown bits.
It was one game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
One game against Villa.
And I thought he didn't do that bad when he was on the left. I just thought the whole team was a bit disjointed anyway. So it'd be quite interesting to see how he takes it today. And obviously, look, Brennan Johnson can't do anything apart from score. And knowing us, he'll probably get 2 in the first 10 minutes.
Well, if he can get 2 in the first 10 minutes and do nothing for the rest of the game, then
he's good. Man of match.
Exactly, you know what I mean? I'm happy with that. But what's your predictions in the comments section below? Where you're watching from as well. The players are just taking to the pitch now at Craven Cottage. We've also got the Arsenal-Chelsea game on, so a bit of a hate-along and a watch-along all at the same
double whammy.
time. A double whammy today, exactly. 2 London derbies kicking off at the very same time. What I want to say about Tell as well, going back to the comment that you were making earlier, the first 2 games he played, the Villa game and the Manchester United game, I thought he showed quite a bit in both those games.
Yeah.
And ever since then, he's just like done nothing. And even in the Man United game, he was playing number 9 against a back 3, where he was he got in positions to like score many goals that day. He was looking aggressive. He was winning the ball back. But since then, he's just been a ghost in games. It's just really frustrating.
I think we also forget he's only 19, and I think I know the price tag will come with him, even though he's on loan, but there is obviously a 50 million price tag on his head. But it's a case of, we have to remember, he's coming to a country that he's never been before. He's never played in the Premier League. His frame, and I'm going to say, his frame is not set to hit, he has to learn how to be in the Premier League because he's quite slim as well. So I'm looking at it going, give the guy some time. And look, Odegaard's come in.
Does he have the time, though? Does he have the time? Because we've only got him on loan and we need to make a decision by the end of the season.
The problem we've got is, yes, we have to give him time. Has he got the time? Probably not, but we have to give him the time because, unfortunately, the club have got someone in through the door who was never going to be ready straight away. And it's a case of, there's no point putting him under pressure. Now, especially now that Solanke's back and Son's still available, and it's only the Kulu that's really out of that front 3 now. And Odegaard seems to be like, obviously on Thursday showed glimpses of what he can do. I think we can give him the time now. And a game like today, at Craven Cottage, where it's definitely not a Premier League sort of stadium, he's got to shine. He's got to show everybody why he's at Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
And if he wants to play for Bayern Munich, like he has told us, this is where he's got to put on a performance today.
Yeah, for me, we have to persist with Tell in every Premier League game.
Yeah.
Just to see what he's about. We need to give him that time, like you say.
Yeah.
Another player who I want to talk to you about, I know you're a massive fan of, is Jed Spence. And obviously I'm a massive fan of him as well. But the tiny bit strange with Jed Spence. I feel like when we've seen him this season, he's been better on the left than he is on the right.
Do you know what? This was mentioned to me this week as well, and I said it's really weird. He's better on the left as well. I know he played against, who was he played on the right? It was Ipswich, wasn't it? When we were there.
Yeah.
And I thought he was, as soon as they switched him onto the left, he just looked 10 times better. And I'm like, this is weird because he is a good right back.
We have kicked off, by the way, and he's kind of, I don't know if you've noticed, but in recent weeks he's kind of got a lot better with both feet as well.
Yeah, definitely, and he's definitely keeping your doggy out.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Spurs in their all green strips, shooting from right to left. Fulham in their white tops, black shorts, obviously shooting the other way from left to right. And Spurs have a throw on the near side here with Destiny Udogie. Long punt up to Solanke, and he nods it on to Bentancur. Bentancur's got the runner in Brennan Johnson. Johnson back to Solanke. He's got men out wide. He just hits it back to Bissouma, who plays it back to Kuti Romero. I thought that was a good opening there, and Spurs just played back. But here's Jed Spence. Spence back to Kuti Romero. Look at this, all over them already. Here's Ben Davis. Out wide to Tell. First sighting of Tell. What's he going to do? He's up against Timothy Castagna today, and he just plays it all the back to back. Romero.
So it looks like Archie Gray is going to sit. Suma's going to play the 8 role, and Bentancur's playing the 10. Interesting.
Thing is, Bielsa did once say about Bentancur that he can play the 6, the 8, and the 10 all at a very good level. So now we're going to see it today.
It's going to be really interesting.
Here come Fulham, their first sighting of going forward, but rather snuffed out by Spurs, and it's a throw on to Spurs with Jed Spence to take it on the far side, about halfway in to the Tottenham half. Is this big today for Ange? Or not really too much?
I was thinking that the only big thing about it is because of his record before the international break. Apart from that, I think he can, after going through on Thursday, I think I know everyone's now looking at it, especially with the lineup going, he's put all his eggs into one basket. So today it's more just about a performance and seeing a bit of Ange ball for him.
Yeah, I think it's just about getting his message across to the players and then seeing how they respond.
Just don't get battered.
Like we have done last time at Craven Cottage. Like that was an embarrassment last time.
That was what was in my head the whole time when coming in today. As long as it's not like last year, I'm all good.
Let's get the first goal and see where it takes us.
But I'm glad he's put Ben Davis in, because I was a bit disappointed that he brought Archie Gray on at centre back the other day. I didn't get it.
Yeah. No, maybe it was just because Ben Davis just come back from injury and you don't know how fully fit he is, but he's starting today, so.
And I'm glad to see Romero back.
Oh, mate, Romero in the first game, he was very rusty, but I thought against Alkmaar he was brilliant.
Definitely missed him. We've definitely missed Romero for the last couple of months.
It was Van de Ven is the one that we literally can't play with. Tell's lost
Tell
it
lost it, but Vicario's trip.
Raul Jimenez nearly in there.
Don't worry, Tell.
Lovely back pass by Tell. All right, here we go. Jed Spence.
Let's play it.
Plays it back to Cuti Romero. Those are the passes from Cuti Romero which we've been missing. And here's Brennan Johnson, always sets up on attack, trying to find Dom Solanke in the box. But Joachim Anderson gets it away. But it's those balls from Cuti Romero. We don't have anyone else that can do that.
No, they're very Toby Alderweireld, but on the floor kind of balls, I call him. But that's what Romero's so good at. And I think when he's on the ball like this, and he can just lay it between the lines, we've had no one in the team for the last how many months being able to do that. Oh,
Brennan Johnson loses it, but luckily it falls to Archie Gray. A doggy now here on the left-hand side, plays it to Tell.
Come on, Tell. Take him on.
Attack your man, son. And he finds Bentancur out on the left-hand side. Bentancur back to Tell, to poor pass, and here come Fulham now. Raul Jimenez bursting down through the middle of the park.
Oh, he's
got Andres Pereira on the right-hand side. Cross comes in.
Cross shot. Cross shot. You know he's trying to cross it in, but hopefully hit the target. That was poor.
What, a Pape Sarr?
Yeah, definitely a Pape. That's exactly what you can see by the way his technique tried to put it across. He's tried to, he's tried to put that.
I think he's just trying to find Smith Rowe at the back post. But I've having many debates about this, about the Solanke assist on the midweek, the back heel one. What do you reckon? Did he mean that, or did he try and shoot?
You know what? Not even thought about it, but I reckon he did try and shoot.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I thought he meant it.
I don't think he saw Rodebert. I like to think Solanke's that clever, but I don't think he saw him. Just because he's not in his line of vision. If he did mean that, oh my God, what a player Solanke is, by the way.
I think he meant it. I think he took a look over at Odebear and saw him.
He could. Do you know what? It's one of them. He could have. I'm gonna have to watch it again now.
Yeah, you have to watch it again. I've watched it about 20 times just to see that little glimpse over Odebear. All right, 5 minutes gone here. Fulham just playing it around the back a bit. Castagna. Spurs are pressing high up the pitch with Tell and Solanke, and Leno's forced to go long.
Yeah, the only 2 times Fulham have really been in is when we've kind of lost the ball and given it to them.
Yes, Spurs, the masters of their own downfall. Yeah. But yeah, that's really good aggressive defending by Romero. And here comes Spurs now. Brennan Johnson plays out wide to Tell. Castagna wins the header there. It's only as far as Bentancur.
Ooh.
That's a foul, isn't it?
It's got to be.
Did he not give that?
Probably not.
No, it's a throw onto Fulham. I mean, he clearly just trips him nowhere near the ball. So how's that not a foul?
But they seem to have started the first 5 minutes very aggressively. So they've been pushing from the front, which is, considering how we've started other games, is not.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
And I think this is kind of exactly how we started the Alkmaar game as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Fulham can't really get out. Unless we're making a mistake, Fulham can't seem to get out at the moment. So we're really pushing them from the front.
I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Still haven't been able to create anything, but still early days. Here's Joachim Andersen.
He's into Smith Rowe.
Here we go.
Robinson
Fulham
on the left, puts a
attack
cross
now.
in, but Ben Davies doing what Ben Davies does best.
Mr. Reliable.
Oh, definitely.
What do you reckon about Ben Davies? Keep him here another year?
Yeah, of course.
Give him another contract? Where are you at with it?
I'd keep him. Just because you're always going to get certain injuries throughout the season, especially with Suez. Is he going to get through? No. My boy.
Jed Spence,
My boy,
shepherding
Jed.
out
Yeah.
Anthony Robertson like he's not even there.
mate.
That's what you love to see.
Thank you, Tuchel, for not calling him up. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you know what? I feel for him. I feel for him because he obviously, it'll be a massive thing for him to get called up for England. But from a personal point of view, I'm very happy.
I was gutted to see Solanke in there. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't believe Watkins didn't get called up.
Well, this is the thing, especially if Tuchel's gone for short term. I'm just surprised. Maybe he sees Solanke more of as a replacement to Kane in the way they play than Watkins, because Watkins needs to be played in behind.
Yeah.
And looking at who he's picked, he ain't going for that football.
Here we go. Castanha's in through the back, and Ben Davies puts it out for a corner.
And that's why you offer him a new contract.
That exact reason.
But it's got nothing to do with Ben's ability or long term. It's just the case of he's one of them who can come in and cover certain positions and do a job there.
Yeah.
And the way our injury record is under Ange, if it is Ange next season.
Do you think it will be?
I don't know. I've been thinking about this. It depends on who's available and who wants to come.
Right,
But
Willian gets the corner in. It's too far, and who was that lost that? It was Bentancur that lost the header at the back post. Shouldn't be losing that. It puts it in a dangerous area, and here come Fulham again.
Fulham are starting to put pressure on us now. They're starting to get in our box.
Spurs with a hopeful ball away, and it's all the way back to Leno. I just got a feeling like Ange will be here next season.
I've got the feeling. Will I be disappointed? I don't know. Let's see how the season ends.
Let's see how the Europa League goes.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm listening to Sim every week.
God,
just to get me back on side.
Literally, you're gonna have to get Sim to write a book for us that we can follow play by play because Jesus Christ, man. Here we go. Joachim Andersen, Fulham just playing it out the back to Leno. 10 minutes gone, not any clear-cut chances on goal. It's very similar to the start of the Alkmaar game, to be honest.
Very, very similar.
Oh, the
Romero wins
Spurs.
the challenge.
That's it from Kuti. That's what we love to see. Bentancur rise the challenge. Plays it to a doggy. I don't know, it's a bit of a loose touch there from a doggy, but he recovers it.
I'm gutted that we didn't get to see Romero and Danso,
That would have been one of the most aggressive defences you've ever seen.
I was so gutted when he got injured.
I don't know how it works out like that. Like Danso gets injured the moment we have our two centre backs back. It's like when we signed Dragusin. We've signed Dragusin, and then as soon as we signed him, all our centre backs
came back. Yeah, I'll never forget that. That was just so funny. But it's typical Spurs, isn't it?
All right, Spence. Looks like Arsenal peppering Chelsea at the moment. Oh, that's a poor ball, man. But Spurs win it back. Here we go. Come on.
You doggy lays it out to Tell. So Tell's
Come on,
now
Tell. You can
1-on-1.
attack him now. Attack him.
Go on. He puts in
Ball to the back post.
I thought he was going to drop over Robinson's head then.
Yeah, I thought that as well.
Oh, Bentancur with a loose header. And again, putting them under pressure. Throwing at Fulham's far right-hand side.
What do you think of a doggy? Because I
was about to ask you the same question, the exact same question.
Because I feel like he's been off the boil for like even before his injury. He was.
I feel like he is exactly what's happened to Ange. First 10 games,
brilliant,
absolutely brilliant, and then his form's been up and down, and then it's kind of fallen off.
Why do you think that is though? Like, do you think maybe the inverted role? I mean, he doesn't even play inverted most of the time anymore. I mean, what do you think it is with him?
I think it's that injury he had towards the end of last season. He's not really fully recovered from it, and you can tell. So maybe it's going to take him some time to...
The quad injury, I think it was.
He doesn't seem like the same player.
Robinson on the ball. He's going to go back to Bassi, I think. Yeah. It's a
pull. Skansalanki.
Oh.
No, yep. Oh, Bentancur.
Oh, come on. You've got to take that in your stride, Bentancur.
Oh, a lovely ball out to Spence. Oh, that's unlucky. That was a great pass from Ben Davies.
Was that Davis?
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
I think even Spence was surprised.
You know what, though? Davis has actually got really good passing. And every time he does a good pass, someone's like, wow, where'd you get that from? True. But he does it so often.
No, Ben Davies is a quality player. He's a quality player.
He gets so much hate for no reason, in my opinion. I remember like people putting him in there with like the proper problem people of Spurs, and it's never been that way.
I blame that on the Amazon documentary. him and I can't remember, it was him, Winks and Kane are all at the table.
Yeah.
And they were all kind of talking about everything. You're like, you lot are the snakes.
What's going on in this Arsenal game? Still 0-0, 15 minutes gone, and here it's 12 and a half minutes gone.
Not really much to talk about. It's just been a bit end to end, but nothing sustainable.
Yeah, you say end to end, it's like kind of middle to middle.
Yeah.
Archie Gray so far. Archie Gray's made a good start to the 6, and I think everyone's wanted to see him here for so long.
And that's the thing. And now that the season's kind of ended, if he's really, like I said earlier, if he's going to play there, just let's do it now.
Yeah.
And there's 2 games that you can definitely do it in, which is Chelsea away and Liverpool away, because those are games Spurs don't win.
Yeah.
So you can literally go and see what he can do on the big stage.
100%. 100%. And if he does really well, I mean, it's hard to take Bergvall out of the team, but how well does he have to do to knock Bergvall out of that 6? Because I thought Bergvall in the 6 against Alkmaar, I mean, I haven't seen a 6 performance like it this season.
Bergvall, very, very good player.
Basuma just trying to go around the back. Does he win a corner there, or is it a goal kick? I think it's a goal kick.
Because I thought Bergvall was going to be a number 8, as they say. But actually, seeing that performance against Alkmaar, I think he played there once before. He went in the second half, and he can do it.
It's a corner.
He can definitely play there.
Bergvall can do anything, though. That's how good he is. Like at the age of 19, just turned 19, it's actually scary how good this guy can be.
And the fact he never played in the top league in Sweden, and he's just come to the Premier League like, this is easy.
Watch what you say about Bergvall today, because Mr. Box Office is going to come and call in. Here we go.
I could tame Box Office. Basuma gets it on the edge, lays it back out to Gray. Gray, lays a lovely ball. Told you, Gray.
It's another corner.
Gray with the ball at his feet.
Class.
Yeah.
And you just saw, like, back to what you were saying before the game about Gray at centre-back, you just saw the class in difference when he came on for Van der Ven.
Yep.
All the trouble started at that point.
Yeah, because everyone's blaming Tell and, was it Berg? No, it was Burton, Tell and, not Tell, Odebear and Bergvall. Yeah. But the problem was, which everyone missed, was the fact that Archie Gray allowed the striker the freedom of Tottenham. And he didn't look behind him once.
Oh, here we go. The corner comes in. Bentancur wins the header, but it looks like it might go off. But Solanke battling. Bentancur battling.
Oh, he kept it in. Nice, offside.
Archie had a lot of problems with the ball going over his head.
And he's always had that, because even against the lap, that was his biggest problem.
Yeah.
Come on, Spurs.
But I don't think we should take away anything of what Archie Gray's done, because as a player of his age, a midfielder coming into centre-back.
I've said this. The thing for me is the overreaction of how well he's done. And that's the only bit that I'll say to people. He's done a job, but has he done a good enough job? Because as soon as the first team comes back, I look at Bergvall. If you look at our starting lineup now, he's in everyone's starting lineup. Gray isn't.
Yeah. And I think these are the games when he's playing in midfield where you're going to have a real look at him to see what he's really about, because we can't really see what he's really about at centre-back. I mean, you do see his ability on the ball and how he can work in those tight spaces.
Ben Davies again. Ben Davies is just clearing up. Every time I look up, he's clearing the ball.
Corner to Arsenal on that screen. Leno has the ball on this screen. It's like watching Arsenal and Arsenal bloody B team on this
yeah. It's unfortunate we don't have an ex-Chelsea manager, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, Romero leaving one on Jimenez.
Whichever way you want to look at it. We've had too many of them.
Yeah, hopefully Levy stops going down that route.
Yeah, well, don't say never, because we might have Pochettino next.
And Arsenal scored.
1-0 Arsenal. Mourinho
from a corner. That's their first corner they've scored in a while.
Well, Arsenal 1-0 up. What can Spurs do here?
Come on, Spurs. North London.
Smith Rowe.
We seem to be allowing Fulham back on the ball now. We've stopped pressing them in the high up.
Well, that was great work from Pereira to wiggle out of that. And Iwobi gets the ball in the box. Ben Davies gets it away once again.
Dependable Ben. Everything's just sticking to him. Every ball cross that's coming in, it's him.
That's actually a brilliant header from Mourinho. Look at this. Oh, bloody hell. It's like a lob header.
Smith Rowe into Robinson, who goes on the left. He cuts it back but to William.
Well played, Biss. Well played, Biss. Oh, come on.
Brennan. But Brennan wins a free kick on the edge of the box.
You know what, though? If he doesn't win that free kick, we're in trouble.
He's lucky the ref gave it.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's very lucky the ref gave that.
Smith Rowe there just probably thinks he's a bit unfortunate. Now Spurs on the ball. Davis into Tell. Tell turns.
Oh, Tell. Beat his man for the first time today.
Go on, beat him again. Beat him again. Oh, no. Pereira wins it back off Tell.
Pereira.
But he needs to keep doing that. Oh, does he win the ball back? No. Iwobi gets it back to Leno.
You need to be completely relentless when you're on the wings. Yeah. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Like, I thought Son has done a good job. He did a very good job of that, but Alkmaar just kept going, just relentless, never giving the fullback a moment's rest.
Yeah, and the fullback felt... you could tell the fullback was really uncomfortable, especially after he made the mistake. He didn't really want to get on the ball after that. And that's what you just kind of need to do, because the fullback doesn't necessarily want to be on the ball unless his name's Porro or Trent.
Or Jed.
Jed's... Yeah, kind of.
The one thing that's been annoying me about Jed recently is that he dribbles out the back a bit too much and he loses the ball a bit too often.
Yes. But sometimes I wonder if that's due to what's been available around him when he does do the dribble.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair, but I feel like sometimes, you can try like a crossfield pass or something like that. Like, come on, Jed. That's it. Pass it to Bissouma. Back to Jed. All the way back to Cuti Romero. Romero square ball to Ben Davies. Spurs trying to build out the back here. Back to Cuti Romero. And he plays it back to Vicario.
It looks like when we're defending, Fulham go 4-4-2.
4-4-2 out of possession.
Smith Rowe helps Jimenez out.
It's a poor ball from Bissouma, and Fulham could start an attack here with Iwobi. Iwobi trying to find a nice little dink, but Romero defends well.
Oh, Benson call there.
Come on, get it out. Spurs struggling to get out of their half a bit at the moment.
You can see, look, Smith Rowe's up against, is it Romero?
Yeah.
Every time. And then he drops deep as soon as they get in possession.
Oh, there's a red card check in the Arsenal game. But here's Matisse Tell. Go on, Matisse. Go on, Matisse.
Play across.
Oh, no. Did all the hard work and he had Solanke in the box. That would have been an open goal.
Brendan, where were you?
Oh, my days. What great work from Matisse Tell to beat two men there. Wow.
Do you know what? I was expecting Brendan Johnson to be at the back post. I was just expecting him to be there.
God.
Takes two
Really
players
great
out of the game.
dribbling
Yeah.
on show for that Matisse Tell. That's what you need to see more of. That's where he earns his money. Everyone in the chat saying they're 3 minutes ahead of us. Do you reckon you can refresh the stream and it will go forward a little bit?
Yeah.
Is that?
That looks closer.
Yeah, I think that's all right.
That one's more closer to what the Arsenal game is.
Yeah. All right, 23 minutes and 40 seconds into the game now.
So we're a minute behind now. Cross
Anderson in.
Romero.
Come on now.
Run.
Come on, Tell. You should have some confidence after that.
He's won a throw.
Tell's in the mood. Come on.
Yeah.
And Tell is in the mood. That's no foul from Spence there. And they want a penalty for that. Well, he does have two hands on the back of him.
Yeah, he does. He's got to be careful. I have to say that is probably the one weakness I found with Spence is when crosses are coming in the box.
Yeah.
He doesn't look around his he doesn't look over his shoulder, and the man in front, he tends to have a hand on him. He has to be very careful.
Are you surprised that Skelly got called up then?
I wasn't, because there's no other left back, but I'm very surprised Skelly got called up over Spence. But maybe he doesn't want a right footer playing left back. That's the only thing I could think of. Look, when Tuchel has that first press conference, because everyone's gunning for him already, so he's going to have to explain a few situations.
Jordan Henderson, please.
Wow, mate.
Carl Walker. And can we just talk a minute about Dele Alli? Oh, that was so heartbreaking to see yesterday.
And the fact that Carl Walker was trying to get him not to send him off as well.
Yeah.
And I think it was one of them, I don't think it was a mistimed challenge, but it wasn't as bad as the replay showed it to be.
Yeah. When you slow it down, it always looks much worse than it is. Credit to Carl Walker, though, for going over to the ref and trying to get him to not send him off. But
that makes me miss Poch even more. Because you could tell how the ex-players, they're still like a family to each other.
Yeah. Come on.
And I don't think I've seen Hugo Lloris smile so much.
What, in that picture with
like
Poch?
he did in his picture, yeah. But yeah, Willian on the left here. Tries to stick across him, but Spence, I think, blocks it.
What is that from Solanke?
Basuma wins it. No.
Oh, it's a foul.
Yeah, Fulham are just winning the 50-50s at the moment, which is concerning.
Yeah, we need to get ourselves back in the game. We've kind of lost that bit of intensity that we had in the first 10-15 minutes.
Oh.
It's like a double foul. Was that a foul from Archie or Basuma? I'm not too sure. But 26 minutes in, and Fulham have a free kick.
Have you rated Archie Gray in the 6?
I think he's done fairly well, to be honest. I think he's broke up play pretty well. Not really too much to go on, to be honest. But 26 minutes in, I don't think he's made a mistake or anything. I think he's going about his business fairly well. What about you?
No, I think he's ticking over nicely, and that's exactly what I wanted to see from him.
Yeah. Pereira.
Yeah. He's going to lay one in at the far post.
Castagna heads it in. Davis gets it away. How many times have we said that today? Davis gets it away.
Sticking to him.
I'm fairly happy with Matisse Tell so far. I think he's doing well.
Yeah.
Doing a lot better than
I think,
Johnson.
like we said before the game started, he just needed to get some confidence and just show us what he can do. There's no more than that we can ask for. But yeah, Fulham, everything's just, every time they're getting in the box, it's hitting Romero or Ben Davis's head at the moment.
That's pretty much how the last 15, 20 minutes have gone.
Yeah.
Not much to go on. Come on, Romero. Let's start an attack now.
Oh.
A lovely back pick from Bentancur, but Bassi
Ooh.
aggressively comes up and wins the ball. And here comes Willian. Sander Berge. Back to Joachim Andersen. To Timothy Castagna. They're just like progressively going back, but now they've passed a forward pass to Raul Jimenez, and he goes back to Calvin Bassi. Raul Jimenez to Smith Rowe. He's got Willian out on the left, and he finds him.
1-on-1 against Spence. Brennan backs him up, which he doesn't usually do for Porro.
I felt like he did a good job of that when he came on against Alkmaar. That was pretty much the only thing that he did do, was go back and win a few challenges. Iwobi.
He's been listening to us, you see.
You know, Brennan Johnson he's a weekly tuner into Spurs Kings TV. That's what I heard.
Mate, some of the criticism I've been giving him, I think he might have.
It's Willian. Oh, that's a foul on the ball. Oh, he gives it.
Brilliant.
He doesn't give it. Romero, come on, quickly now. Trying to find Tell, but Castagna heads that away.
It's being forced. They don't need to force it. Just... You've seen what Tell can do if he's 1-on-1. Oh, again. Bassi, go on, get him.
It's an up and under from Leno. And Archie Gray wins it, but it's only going to go to Calvin Bassi. But Bentancur does well, but he's obviously offside there. 29 minutes gone. Romero and Willian.
Argentine versus Brazilian. That is never...
I mean, how has that not been given?
Oh, my God.
That's ridiculous.
Well done, ref. Well done. I'm not moaning about you today.
That is mad. He didn't get close to the ball.
No. I just don't get how he
That's probably a booking, you know. Anyway, here come Fulham with Anthony Robertson. Plays it to Willian. Robertson crosses in. Spence gets past Spence, and here's Raul Jimenez.
I thought Spence gave up a little too easy there.
Joachim Andersen shoots. It ricochets. Oh, that could have gone anywhere, but it looks like going out for a corner. Corner to Fulham. God. Not the most exciting game of football, not going to lie.
It's probably been all Fulham as well for the last 10, 15 minutes as well.
Without creating too much again. Like.
Yeah, they haven't. Everything's hitting Ben Davis or Romero.
Yeah.
But to be honest, Fulham should be on top there. You know, they're meant to be the better team this season.
They're meant to be the better team. They're not meant to be the better team. They just are the better team.
I blame Ange.
Willian with the cross in the box. Spence gets it away, but only as far as Pereira has a shot. And Romero clears it again. Robinson able to get the ball and sustain pressure, but Jed wins it.
Oh, no, Bassi. Bassi's had a really good game, actually.
Bassi's class. I really like Bassi.
I think a lot of us Spurs fans, after what happened at the home game last year...
Yeah, we clowned on him a bit.
But he's actually been really good for Fulham.
But I think as well, like, he played poorly because he was on the wrong side, right?
Yeah, he was. And Maddison said that let's get him, make sure he's on his weaker foot.
Yeah. But I think ever since being on the correct side, I think he's a brilliant player.
He has been brilliant.
He's been pivotal to them this season, to Fulham.
Especially after losing Tosin, you would have thought they would have been a bit... But bringing in Anderson and him, they've seemed to work really well.
I think he's done better than Tosin.
Yeah, he has.
The ball finds its way back to Leno. Spurs just can't seem to really get any sort of sustained pressure in the Fulham half.
It's just not sticking with Solanke. Whenever the ball's gone up to him, it's not sticking to him, and he's not holding it up as well as he normally does.
It's kind of like bouncing off him, isn't it?
It's like watching Tell for the last few weeks. Oh, and a good header out by Spence there. Defensively, I don't want to jinx it. We seem sound. Like the back four seem to be doing everything that's thrown at them. They seem to be winning the ball. Midfield's doing okay, but it is just missing that person on that midfield to get hold of it and be that bit between the attack and the central midfielders.
And that's the kind of problems or worries that we had coming into the game. And here come Fulham! Oh, I thought that was going into the back of the net there for a second.
It hit Romero. What we've been saying all game is fine.
Is it?
Oh, no.
Romero's down. Romero's down. Oh, and he's holding his head. I think this is an injury. Oh, no. The Spurs players look worried here.
Oh, he's only been back for 5 minutes.
Cuti Romero is down. Fuck's sake, man. What is it with these centre-backs? They can't stay fit for 2 games in a row.
What's happened? So Robertson's put the cross in. It's hit his thigh. It's gone over the goalkeeper. He seems okay. So, has he landed awkwardly?
I'm not too sure. It looks fine from that.
Oh my God!
What's happened?
It's for him to go down with no one around him. It's always, he's back up. Oh my God!
He did look very concerned, didn't he? But anyway, he's back up and play carries on. Joachim Andersen plays the ball into Jimenez.
That was a lovely ball.
Jimenez out wide to Iwobi. Iwobi up against a doggy. Cuts inside. Oh. Ben Davis. Oh, my God. Ben Davis kind of a slice clearance. Castagna actually had a really good chance there, and he kind of mishit his shot.
I felt like Vicario should have really spoken to Ben Davis there, because I don't think no one's really coming in. Yeah, he should have spoken to him.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely should have let that go just for Vicario, because it was an easy take and we could have just played out from the back from there.
Still Fulham 0, Spurs 0. Not much to get excited about yet, apart from Tell.
that one run.
Yeah.
That one run with a poor cross.
I still blame Brennan. Should have been there.
But also, you got to look up and see who is there. That's a lovely play from Spence.
Archie Gray lost it under his foot. Iwobi comes into the box, but he's up against Romero, and guess what?
Top-notch Romero. Yeah. He's been our man of the match so far.
Yeah, definitely. I've missed him.
I think we all have, man.
I've definitely missed him. I don't care about the individual mistakes he makes.
I miss Van der Ven more, though.
No, do you know what? I've had this. I miss Romero more. I think he brings so much to the game. I know for Ange Ball and for Ange's system, Van der Ven works. But apparently, I think you guys have put it out, he's got to change his running style, right?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. He did an interview as well after the Alkmaar game, and he was talking about it, and he said he's had to get external help and all that kind of stuff. And people said that they noticed that he has been running a bit differently against Alkmaar, but
I noticed it.
Oh, you noticed it?
I did notice it, and I when you guys put it out, I was like, I noticed this on Thursday, but didn't think nothing of it.
Yeah.
But he has changed the way, because usually he just goes for the sprint and he's gone. But I noticed he didn't do that as much on Thursday.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I didn't notice anything, but hopefully there is some change because he's been getting help with it. But here's Willian. Round the back to Robertson, cross in the box. Romero gets it away, and Solanke's fouled. No, he's not.
The referee's giving
yes, he is.
Oh, my God. Oh, God.
Bassey's really angry with that. I mean, that is much less of a foul than Romero's on Willian, that's for sure.
Raya made a massive mistake there as well.
What, playing out the back?
No, the shot was taken. I don't know what he's doing. But it shouldn't be a corner, put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit in that. But that's very similar to Spencer's at the back post.
Mate, ref's definitely giving us some today.
Take it, mate. Ben Davis looking for the out ball. He plays it to Tell, who plays it all the way back to Vicario.
I don't like these balls that Tell plays back to the goalkeeper. They seem very short.
Bit of anxiety there from Marlon. Come on, Vic, get it out. Oh, God. This is the one thing from Vicario, isn't it? It's playing out the back.
It's playing out
frightens the hell out of us.
If him and Kinski were just one.
Yeah, I've said that many times. Like, oh my days, what a keeper we'd have in our hands.
Yeah, because Kinski just can't save shots.
It's like that first game he had against Liverpool. Everyone was like, wow, he can pass the ball.
But that's because, you know what? It's one of them moments. I think we'd seen Fraser Foster as for so long.
Yeah.
Anyone was going to come in and do a better job. And he was just like, oh, nope. North London derby, that was the true Kinski.
Yeah. There was the one game, wasn't it, against Villa where he let one in early on where he should have saved. But he actually made a lot of good saves that game.
Great game after that. But he really puts us on the back foot, didn't he?
Yeah. Nearly 38 minutes gone. I mean, there's no real big chances either end still, but I think Fulham have definitely been the better side, controlling the game.
They've controlled the game.
Oh, but here comes Spurs
Archie.
now.
Go on, Archie. Oh,
no.
He seems to be giving a lot of them, the ref. These cynical fouls, as I call them.
Who was that? Who gave away that foul? Was it Solanke?
Possibly. Yeah, Solanke.
Let's see this again. So Jimenez has it on the ball. Archie Gray's looking to pounce. Oh, he actually steps on his foot there. Definite foul.
See, that's one of them. If VAR were to say, oh, look at that, it looks worse than what it actually is.
Yeah. I mean, that pretty much was Dele Alli's, but Dele Alli's came round the back.
Yeah. And you know it's mistimed because he hasn't played for so long.
Yeah.
Imagine that, though. You've been out of football for 2 years or whatever it is.
Come on for the last 10 minutes.
And you come on at the San Siro of all places.
So is that going to be him for 3 games now? Is that how it works in Serie A?
I think so.
It's gutting, man. Come on, Spurs. Let's nick in a goal before half-time. Let's create a bloody chance. We haven't been in their half for like 20 minutes, maybe more. There's a doggy trying to charge up the pitch, but Andres Pereira controls that really well. And Calvin Bassey now out wide to Anthony Robertson, into Willian. Robertson carried on his run. He finds him. Back to Sander Berge. Berge back to Joachim Andersen. Joachim Andersen, we know he can spray those balls.
And Spencer's won most of his headers as well. Would you make a change at half-time?
I'll bring on Maddison for one of the midfielders, probably a Bentancur or someone. But here's round the back, Jimenez.
Oh, Roby. Oh, Tell says he's... Oh, no.
Come on, quickly now. Catch him out of position a little bit. Yeah, I think the move has to be Maddison for Bentancur.
Yeah, Bassoon.
I think Bassoon, apart from, I was about to say Bassoon.
he knew what you were about to say. He went, no, stop in your tracks.
Oh, God.
It's in such a...
It's a bit of a hard watch, this game, isn't it?
Very hard watch. This is one of them where you'd go, what the hell am I playing the Premier League for?
Jesus. Here's a Iwobi. A few step overs past the doggy. Finds Sander Berge. Finds it back to Iwobi. He's got Castagna making a run into the box. And it's a corner. They want a handball there. They want a handball off Bentancur, but they're not going to get one.
This is definitely one of their mid-table clashes in the Premier League towards the end of the season.
Yeah, it's just a shame we're the ones who are higher up in the table. It was a double handball there. I think it went off a doggy's arm to Bentancur's hand.
Yeah, so your doggy has his hand behind his back.
Hits his face, bum. But then hit his hand.
But it hits Bentancur's hand, but he's way too close. Andreas Pereira with the corner here on the right-hand side. There's an outswinger. Oh, heads. I don't know who got the end of that. Robertson lays it a diagonal straight across to Pereira.
What a ball that is.
Pereira then loops one in the box. Vicario dives to try and punch it out with no one around him.
Did Vicario need to do that?
Nope.
Willian, Sander Berge. Back to Willian.
Come on.
Fulham really probing here before the break. He's trying to take on Johnson.
What a ball for Robertson, though, before.
Here we go.
And Romero again with a head out. Probing, but they just can't seem to get an opening for them.
Another corner. This is where we need to be really careful. Well, after that bit of initial burst of intensity in the first 5-10 minutes, it's been all Fulham.
All Fulham.
Let's be real.
Maybe this is what Ange expected. That's why he's gone with that midfield three. And for Romero and Ben Davis have literally stopped everything coming into the box, which means that Smith Rowe and Iwobi and them haven't really got on the ball as much.
Yeah, you got to say those two have been our best players by far.
Yeah.
No one else has really made an impact in the game. Joachim Andersen, lovely ball out to Willian.
He's up against you, doggy.
Willian back to Sander Berge. Takes it past Solanke, plays it back to Willian. And Fulham just really controlling this game. Spurs can't really get on the ball at all. Bassi. What's the possession stats? It must be so heavy in their favour. 62% for Fulham.
You know what? I'm not surprised. It has been all Fulham. But I don't think they've had
Go on, tell.
a shot on target for a while.
There's been one shot on target the whole game.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Here's Spence. Come on, ref, give it to us. It was never a foul.
Have Spence and you doggy swapped sides for a second?
Yeah, they have.
They have, yeah. Spence wins the ball back, gives it into Tell. Tell lays it into Bentancur, who's in the centre mid. And Basuma now plays it back to Romero.
Come on, Spurs. Such an energy, man.
Romero just keeping things calm at the moment. He's telling the boys, playing 1-2s with Bentancur in the middle.
How many times are they going to pass it to each other? Bloody hell. And here we go. Romero to Bentancur again.
Go on, lay the ball. Oh, I should have laid it. Should have took the risk. Laid it over to Brennan.
Spencer's still on this side.
What's
It's
the manager seen that we haven't?
Maybe just that Spencer's a lot better on the left than he is on the right. Spencer's won the foul.
Free kick.
In the Arsenal game, they're into stoppage time. 3 minutes added on, still 1-0. And here, we're about to find out how many minutes. I can't imagine it's going to be more than one. No
It's unfortunate they can't hold up 30 seconds because that's probably what they'd give.
You just blow on 45.
Yeah. Here we go.
I'm going for one.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Been watching this game for way too long.
All right. Archie Gray plays it in. Oh, just goes over everyone. Can Davis keep it on? Yes, he can.
Well
He
done,
takes
Davis.
it past Jimenez. Get a good cross in, Ben.
I thought he was going to go back on his left.
That was opportunity there, and Bissouma fouls Jimenez, and maybe Fulham can have one last attack with 30 seconds left to play.
Yeah, definitely needs a bit of something in that middle of the park. I don't think he's going to change it though. I think he's going to keep it as it is, and then he's probably got in his head his game plan for today, and he won't go beyond it.
But the thing is right, like, why would you not bring on a Maddison or start a Maddison when he's got no game for 2.5 weeks? I just don't get it. I get prioritising the Europa League, I get it, but we're not playing Europa League for a long time.
Well, it depends on how much Thursday night took out of most of them.
Yeah.
I think that may be what's in his thinking, because he made 7 changes today.
Yeah.
So half time.
Half time 1-0. Oh, sorry, 0-0. I'm looking at the Arsenal Chelsea game. 0-0 here. Been a bit of a drab affair. I felt like Spurs came out the blocks really well, showed some good intensity for the first 5-10 minutes, but ever since then, it's just been pretty much the ball's been played in our half. Fulham controlling the possession without really being able to hurt Spurs too much, though.
No, look, everything that's come into our box has been how many times have we said Ben Davis? How many times have we said Romero?
Particularly Romero.
Yeah, them two have coped with everything that's come in, whether it's been on the floor or whether it's been with their head. And to be quite honest, the back four and Vicario, in some sense, have coped with everything very well and have been quite solid. It's just when it gets beyond that, our front three and our midfield seems a bit disjointed, and they just can't, like we said, Solanke hasn't held it up once, hasn't brought people into play. The only bit of, imaginative that we've had is from Tell.
Yeah.
Twice, where he took on Timothy, and then he had to come back on himself, and then when he should have looked up and laid it across. But apart from that, it's not been... it's been a drab affair.
For an attacking sense, I mean, we're just feeding off scraps pretty much for the opening 45.
Yeah.
Those moments from Tell was pretty much the only time we could get excited throughout that whole 45 minutes.
Yeah, definitely.
literally. And it's just like when you don't have a Maddison in the middle of the park with that guile, with that creativity, when you don't have a Bergvall, someone that can drive you on and drive you forward, there's just not much in it from that midfield. And it's something that we've been saying all season, and we've seen it a few times now, you know, at second leg against Liverpool, last week as well, when Bergvall had to come on at half-time and it looked much better in the second half. And when we play these kind of three sitting and holding players in the middle of the park, it never works.
Never works. And that's the key thing, because I think when he tried it against Brentford, he brought Bergvall on at half-time because it just wasn't working, and you could clearly see it wasn't working. And he needs to do the same again today. He needs to just bring on one of them, just to get him behind, you know, ask Fulham the questions. Because at the moment, we're not asking Fulham no questions at all, apart from at right back.
You know what I would love to see? I would love to see at half-time now, take Bentancur and Basuma off, bring Maddison and Bergvall on for the second half.
You know,
and I think that changes the complete dynamic of the game.
It will do. I think, and it brings it into our favour as well. But I don't think he's going to do it. I have this clear thing when it comes to Ange, he doesn't look at the game sake and go, oh, do you know what? This is not working. I'm going to change it up. If Ange in his mind says, I'm going to bring on this player, at a certain time, he'll stick to that no matter what. Yeah. It's like, you know, when you play Football Manager and you're like, you play a certain way. He's done exactly the same.
Yeah. It does feel like at times Ange is playing a bit of Football Manager, you know what I mean? It's very frustrating because you got to react to game state, don't you? You can't just like go on your set routine and set regime
sometimes,
every time.
Like, you can have something in your head that you're going to do, but sometimes games change and what happens in the game, and injuries happen, but you can get around them. But if in a situation like today where it's 0-0, you can clearly see you're missing an attack in mid. You just go, you know what? Let me just try and change something up now. Yeah. But I don't think he's going to. I'll be very surprised if he does do it. I want him to prove me wrong, but I don't think he's going to.
No, me neither. You're looking at. I mean, you could say Romero and Ben Davis are probably our strongest players on the pitch. Yep. Looking at Spence, I think he's had a fairly good game as well. Yeah. I mean, we're looking good from a defensive standpoint, a defensive shape. But it's all about us trying to. Yeah, exactly. It's all about us trying to push up the pitch, and we can't do it. No. We just can't do it. So that's why we need a bit of creativity and guile in the middle of the park. Someone to drive us on, drive us forward.
Yeah, because
too drab.
Because I think what the problem has been over the last month or so, especially with all the teams we've played, we've been allowing all these shots on our goal, and we've just literally let teams run through. But today, like you said, there's been one shot on goal, and that's it.
Yeah.
And defensively, we have looked sound. So it's completely opposite to what we're used to. But look, hopefully he goes in at half time and says to tell Johnson and Solanke, come on, we need a bit more from you.
Yeah, and you know, I said what I'd like to see in terms of the changes in midfield, but I'd also like to see an Odebear come on as well, someone that can actually get the ball and drive. You know, if you had an Odebear on the right and a Tell on the left, both from players, and Tell's like shown on the odd occasion that he can go and drive, so he can have it from both sides, the dual sides.
I reckon if he brings Odebear on, he'll bring Porro's on the bench, right? I forgot if he was on the bench. Yeah, he'll bring on Porro as well and move Spence onto left back. I reckon.
I don't mind that.
He'll go down that route.
I don't mind that because at least Porro is someone that can play between the lines and show a bit of passing and creativity. Yeah. We got a super chat here from Joseph Vukovic, says, let's see if we can keep up this type of performance against the balance of the league games. Come on, you Spurs. I'm not sure. Oh, that's actually not from today. That's from last week. But let me get this one up. So Jake Backers says, big up, guys. He thinks it's going to be 2-1 to Spurs. That was probably before the game. Scorpion Fan for Life says, no Bergvall or Madders takes a lot out of our team. And that's pretty much what we've just been saying. And Josh Bonner says, can't see the tactics. Midfield always lacking. And it's true. It always just feels like, for the most part, there's always a gaping hole for our midfield, isn't it? Always.
Yeah. And it seems to be further forward this time instead of the gaping hole we usually have when it's coming at us.
Yeah, I mean, you say that, but I mean, you look at it as well, and it's just like you don't notice a Bentancur, a Gray, and a Basuma always trying to win the ball back. It's always Romero and Davis heading it out. You know what I mean?
The one of them's giving it away.
It's just so frustrating. But let me just give you a quick word on ExpressVPN, guys. You get a special free 14-day trial if you sign up today with We Are Tottenham TV. Link in description below, QR code on screen. This will be for a limited time only. They'll give the best value 61% off the usual price with a 30-day money guarantee. So you don't have to pay anything today if you sign up today with We Are Tottenham TV. Servers in 105 countries. Post-quantum encryption, game-changing speeds, works on every platform, up to 8 devices. And look, everyone knows in this day and age you need internet security up to basically to the highest degree. You never know what goes on online these days. And also, if you're traveling the world, you can access your subscriptions from the UK, or if you're in the UK and you want to get your subscriptions from the US, because we all know the 3 p.m. blackout and all that kind of stuff. So if you've got your subscriptions in the US which show every single game, you'll be able to access that through ExpressVPN. So, I mean, everyone needs a VPN in this day and age. So get to ExpressVPN. They've shown us so much love. So if you love us, go and show them some love as well. So link in description below, QR code on screen. And we should be about 5 minutes till the second half. Arsenal 1-0 up at half time, and it looks like from the stats in the Arsenal game, it has been pretty much one-way traffic, barring a Raya blunder, which really went into the back of the net.
Yeah. Oh, do you know, this is the one game you never know who you want to win because you just hate them both.
Always Arsenal to lose, my friend.
Yeah.
Always Arsenal to lose.
Depends on the situation, but 98% of the time you always want Arsenal to lose.
I can't think of a situation where I'd want Arsenal to win. Apart from if it impacts Spurs.
If it meant we were going to win the title.
Yeah, apart from that. Apart from like impacting Spurs.
We're never going to be in that moment.
That's what I'm saying. So always Arsenal to lose. Just want to see that salty Mikel Arteta in a press conference running off from the press conference again.
Oh my God, that was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I think at the moment, like the both North London clubs, when it comes to managers and press conferences, they're so different, but they give you everything you need for the headlines.
Especially Ange. Did you see his comments in the embargo section?
Do you know what? I had a massive issue with that because he was talking about how in no other industry and this, that and the other. And I thought, no, that's a lie. Where you been? If people do question you, how many times, right? Let's go back to COVID. Did we question the doctors and everything during COVID?
Yeah.
So he could not sit there and say it doesn't. And football's a different industry. I get it. But even in rugby and any sport, it doesn't matter how long you've coached. Once you get to the top, you get questioned more
100%.
than anything.
100%. And it's not just that, right? But if you've lost as many games as he has,
yeah.
Regardless of what happened, if you've lost as many games that he's lost, surely it's only right to be questioned.
Exactly. No, and I didn't get where he was coming from. And I was thinking, even in your day-to-day jobs, no matter how long you've been doing it, you'll always be questioned and something will be asked of you. When you get to a certain level, when you're at the bottom and you're a minion like the rest of us, you don't really ask. But once you start getting to that CEO level and things like that, and you're not performing, and you've been doing it for, doesn't matter, you could be a CEO at 4 or 5 different companies. As soon as you go to a new one, they'll be asking, what are you going to change? Has it changed? Are you going to do this? And you'll be like, but I've been doing this for 24 years. No, you still get questioned. I think it was a stupid statement.
Yeah, and he's going on about Mr. Hindsight and people are always genius after the fact instead of before the fact. But I think, you know, when I'm looking at the YouTubers anyway, a lot of people are saying before the fact, you know, he should do this and should do that. He doesn't do it. And then after the game, everyone's like, well, yeah, he should have done what we said before the game. And it would have worked out a lot better. Like, just take this game, for example. We could all see before the game, you put a bit of creativity in the middle of the park, and the 3 guys we've got in the middle of the park ain't going to create anything, and it's turned out exactly that way.
But sometimes I put in the question of to him is because I go, how long has he been watching Premier League football for? Because a lot of us have been watching it for ages, right? And it's a very different league to any other, different to La Liga, different to Bundesliga. And that's why you'll either get a manager from overseas that will come in and foul, or they'll come in and do a very good job. And it's the ones that adapt to the game. Like Pep came here and thought he could change everything in one season and went, I can't do that. And he literally had to change. Like, yeah, he had to go buy the players, but he went and thought, I actually need a DM. And actually, because he went and got Fernandinho and made sure they were protected. And you could clearly see.
20 fullbacks later.
Yeah, and 20 fullbacks later, he could clearly see how to win this league. He didn't come here and go, my style or nothing. He went and adjusted to it and knew how he had to win the Premier League because you had good managers here already. So,
and on top of that, he's adapting every season.
Yeah. And that was where Alex Ferguson was the best.
Yeah.
Because Alex Ferguson started with 4-4-2. It's not the way he ended his career. So, you know, it's you know, I think for Ange, he's got to look at it and go, I'm here. I've got to learn along the way, but at the same time, I can still keep my philosophy.
Do you think that it's his system that's the issue, or is it the players that he has in his disposal to play the system? Do you think his system, let's say he had an open checkbook, right, and can go out there and sign any player that he wants, like, could he be a success, or do you think it's the players that he has at his disposal?
I think my biggest thing with Ange Ball is the inverted fullbacks and the way he plays it. I think he leaves the two central defenders, and because he doesn't like a number 6, he's openly, you know, everyone has said he's open. He likes 2 8s and he likes the midfielders to be, he likes the Conor Gallaghers of this world.
Yeah.
He then leaves it open to a lot of shots being on the goal. Now, no matter if you've got your full team or not, he'll go through this record where he'll go through a whole bunch of games or win them, but he'll still lose those stupid games. And I think he'll lose too many to win a title in the Premier League if he had no matter what team he had. Because I think he'll come up against, and Arteta, if Arteta was coming up against him, he'll go defensive and he wouldn't know how to then go around it.
Yeah.
And I think other managers would then, it's like when Pep plays us. No matter what manager we have, he overthinks it and then we end up catching him out. But he's able to adjust in certain situations. I've noticed he does that, where I don't think Ange has quite got to that situation. And I think the inverted fullbacks is the biggest issue in his game plan. Even if he had the best ones, I still think because of the way he wants them and when they got to come back, he doesn't have that Rodri to clean things up.
Yeah.
And I think if he listens to us or he listens to the press, he might, and he goes and gets that midfielder. Let's say for talking purposes, he went and got a Kante for a year. I think he'd see a difference. I think he'd go.
So you're saying it is more personnel than the system?
It probably is more personnel, but he's never going to get the personnel. He won't sign off on the personnel he wants because of the way he wants to play. Like, even if Conor Gallagher, he got Conor Gallagher and Neto, I still think would be in the situation because even at Celtic, he lost. Even though he won. His win percentage was great. His loss percentage was never great. It's not one of the best. It's like 7th or 8th worst. So it swings and roundabouts with Ange, I think. I don't know.
I think for me is kind of similar. I do feel like it's more a personnel issue than a player issue. Obviously, when you have the injuries that we have, it's like you got no chance. But it is like I feel like if he had an open checkbook and we were a Man City or a Liverpool when they went and got Alisson and Van Dijk and all that kind of stuff, I think if we were that kind of club, I think I'd be a lot more happier with Ange because I think like he could implement his system and his style exactly the way he wants.
But Liverpool's a great example because Klopp, do you remember when Klopp first came?
Yeah.
And we all told him he needed a centre-back.
Sonny's coming on.
Oh, he needed a centre-back.
And Bergvall.
He needed a centre-back and a goalkeeper. He went and got his centre-back and we all went, you need a goalkeeper. And he was like, no, I trust Karius. I trust him. Went and signed Alisson.
Champions League final comes.
Champions League final the year after, he wins it. And then wins the league the year after that. So, you know, sometimes what we are saying in the outside, we can see what the problem is. It just took Klopp a year and a half to go, yeah, they were right.
Yeah. Well, Bergvall and Sonny are coming on. Who's going off, do you reckon?
Basuma.
Do you reckon Basuma and Johnson or Basuma and Tell?
Basuma and Tell.
I hope it's not Tell. I hope it's Johnson.
It'll be Basuma and Tell, I reckon.
It'll be a shame for Tell because I thought he was better than Johnson in the
I
first
thought he was
half.
better than Johnson.
Well, Ange has made 2 changes.
So, yeah,
Basuma.
So it's, he's done it. He's done 2, yeah. You know what, Ange? Forget everything I just said for the last 15 minutes. Look, I'm willing to apologise. Look, there's over 2,000 people watching and I'm apologising to you because you've actually made 2 decent substitutions. I'm going to, hold my hands up.
Come on, Sonny boy. Come on, Sonny boy. So Tell's moving out to the right wing.
It must be this chair. So I'm Anging people. I'm back to Anging.
Anging in the Ange chair. Yeah. Ange uses these chairs in the press conference. We have kicked off for the second half, people. Ben Davis goes out wide. Tell is on the right-hand side.
Yep, Tell's gone right. Son's gone on the left. Tell's now dribbling past us. Bassey.
And that's what we want to see.
See, a corner straight away.
Bergvall is going to be intense in that middle of the park. He's going to move the ball around. He's going to ask different questions of that Fulham midfield that haven't been asked of him so far.
Here we go.
We're going to win this game now.
Do you know what? In my head, him making those 2 subs, I'm sitting there going, I think we'll win this. It's allowed Fulham the whole of that first half who couldn't break us down, and it's going to give the defence confidence. It's going to give the team confidence. Go, actually, we can win this.
We are going to win this, and Sonny is going to take this corner, whips
It's a
it
lovely
in
corner.
there. It found Bentancur's head, and it goes over the bar. I think it's another corner for Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
We always aim for Bentancur, don't we, at corners?
Because he's tallest, isn't he?
Yeah,
I think it's
fair
it. I
point.
think. I don't
It
think
used to be Romero.
It used
now
to be
it seems
Romero.
to be
Yeah.
Bentancur. But yeah, it didn't even hit Bentancur's head. Joachim Andersen hits out for another corner. Sonny's going to whip this one in into the same area.
Comes back out to Sonny.
Come on, Son.
Oh.
That's it, Sonny.
Dribbles
Round
back in
it
the
won't
box.
be. Cuts it back to
Bentancur.
Bentancur.
I hate when he does that.
It's already looking a lot better.
More intent, more comfortable on the ball. Come on. Give me something to celebrate.
So that's last 2 games now. Johnson's been hooked at half time.
Well, look.
Well, not the RZ, but the last 2
Doesn't-
league games.
For me, Brendan Johnson is one of those players where you can have him in a... If you need a game where you want to be on the ball, Johnson's not the man.
Spence. Oh! Bloody hell. You
Trust
gave
my
it back
boy.
to Vicario. Oh, go on, Jed.
Trust my
go
boy.
on, Jed.
Don't worry about it.
Go on, Jed. Maraud down that right-hand side.
into Bergvall.
Plays into Bergvall.
Oh, brilliant from
He's
Bergvall.
got Bentancur there. He's got Sonny on the far side.
Oh,
he
he's-
tries to find Sonny,
Sonny wins
but
the
he
ball
wins it back. Come on, Spurs.
Do you find that Bergvall is just...
Class.
Yeah, but he's a 6 and 8 and a 10 all rolled
I
into
know,
one.
he is. He is.
An old
100%.
classic centre midfielder that in the 90s, everyone would have been doing his job.
100%. Completely agree.
He's going to be something special, isn't he? Even if it's not here, he's definitely going to be something special.
It will be here. He's already something special, in my opinion. He is. Because, I mean, I hate this narrative when everyone look back at that little mistake that he did. I know it cost us a goal and whatever.
Yeah.
But that whole game, he was playing at such an incredible level. It was
It's-
insane.
The last month or so, he has literally stepped up into a player that, you know, one of those where you thought in about a year's time he'd get there.
Yeah.
But what he's doing now is way too quick.
It seems as though he's such a quick learner.
Yeah.
And he improves literally game on game on game. You cast your mind back. Look at that performance that he had at Galatasaray away early on this season. You know, he got completely overrun
Yeah.
in a really intense atmosphere. And since then, he's just like gone to the moon, hasn't he?
He's just won the ball back there for...
Tried to win the ball back anyway. Right, here is Robertson taking on Romero. Gets the cross in.
Wow.
Davis away.
back
Bergvall.
yeah. Oh.
Bit of a sloppy ball to Tell, but Tell wins it. Oh, Tell
Oh,
loses. That's
yeah.
poor from Tell. Kind of just miscontrols it there.
Here we go.
But I really like those changes from Ange. Credit to him. Here's
Smith-Rowe.
Smith-Rowe.
Oh,
Archie's going to get this
Really
away.
slow. Yeah.
Bentancur now to drive down the centre of the park.
Lame. He's got to take the risk.
Come on, win that, a doggy. That's it. Come on, Sonny. Attack that space. Bentancur.
I'm glad he didn't take toe off though.
So we're in the Premier League. We're playing of a midfield 2 or midfield 3 with Bentancur, Archie Gray, and Bergvall. 2 teenagers in the middle. It is unbelievable. Bentancur to Gray.
Was it the future Tottenham midfield?
This is it. This is a glimpse into the future. Doggy loses it. Raul Jimenez to get this away now.
Oh, come on. Just win the ball back. Come on, let's get back on the ball.
This game is going to finish 1-0. I'm not sure to who. It's going to finish 1-0.
Ben, it better be to us.
Leno up the pitch trying to find Raul Jimenez.
Oh, he loses out there. First time Benny's lost it out.
Raul Jimenez outside of the boot to Willian on the left-hand side. Willian against Spence. Willian shoots. Corner.
Oh, no. Come on, Spurs. Let's do this.
Someone was going to put a foot in there. It kind of just ricochets off Archie Gray.
It's
Come
typical
on,
Willian.
stay strong, Tottenham.
We've faced 5 corners so far.
Typical Willian against Spurs.
Yeah.
That probably would have rifled off Archie Gray to the top corner.
I was expecting it when I saw him. Corner to Fulham here. Pereira swings it into the box. Oh, Romero touches it, but Smith Rowe blazes it over the bar once it comes out. But again, Romero, whenever it gets into that box, him and Davis, it just sticks to them at the moment.
Yeah. Oof.
He was leaning back the whole time he went to shoot there, Smith Rowe. Thank God.
And how he would love a goal against Spurs.
Oh, mate.
I swear, if he scores and Madison's coming on as well.
Who's he coming on for?
Madison for Bentancur, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Or will
Bentancur
it be for Gray? And Bentancur goes into the 6.
Nah, he can't take Gray off. Can he?
Well, he can.
He can. I don't think he should.
I think it might be for Gray. I hope it's not. I hope it is Gray that stays on, but I just got a feeling it will be.
Yeah, possibly.
Come on, ref. How's that not a foul? He dragged him back. Pulled him back.
Don't worry, Romero's there. The brick wall in Argentina.
That's ridiculous, though.
Oh, Gray lays a lovely ball. Yep, he can have that.
Lovely ball.
You can have that now. No, it was in play. Now, Gray laid a lovely ball there. I'd personally, I'd take off Bentancur. I'd love to see this midfield just stay on the pitch.
But I get why he's bringing on Madison. We do need a bit more of that creativity.
Yeah. We need someone who's going to get on the ball.
All right, here we go. Bentancur driving down the centre of the park, plays to Lucas Bergvall.
Play to Tell.
He's got Tell on the right-hand side. He's got Bentancur through the middle. He crosses it in the back post to Dom Solanke.
That was a lovely ball. It was a lovely ball in the end.
That's probably our best passage of play all game.
It has been. Even though Solanke should be hitting the target.
Yeah, he should be hitting the target from there, to be fair, but it's not a bad effort from Big Dom. Rises.
He's seen it all the way. He's got to hit the target there.
Rises well against
Rare.
Timothy Castagna, and it just goes wide off the post. Unlucky, but good football there from Tottenham. 52 minutes in.
He doesn't need to make a sub now for a while. You can keep it as it is.
He's going to make a sub in the next... Before 60, I reckon Madison's on. Looked like he was getting stripped off already. Oh, well played, Bentancur.
Has he won the ball back? Come on, Sonny's feet. Doesn't lay a very good ball.
Bentancur just loses out, and it's a free kick. I
Isaac.
looked away for a Sarr. Bentancur is holding his ankle or his shins. He gets up to his feet, but he looks like he is in a bit of pain, maybe just a bit of an impact pain. 50. Let's see what happened again. Bentancur's actually started this second half really well.
Yeah, I won't be late. I won't be late on him there. He's going to take the free kick. Gray or Son. I was very surprised that Gray was on set pieces in that first half.
We had no one else. Here's Sonny's on it. He's going to cross it in the box. Cross it in. It's a 4!
Solanke again.
Get a shot on target, man, Solanke. Come on.
Whips the ball in. Solanke gets his head on it.
Oh.
Just goes wide of the post. But Leno seemed to look like he had it covered all the way, though, to be fair to him. But we're looking dangerous.
Yeah, we've started this second half probably, and this is our best moment of the game so far, for sure.
Come on, Spurs. And Romero wins the ball back, lays it into Son, but Anderson seems to have won that back. It's out on the left to Udogie. Plays it back in the middle to Bentancur. Lays a short ball to Bergvall. Bergvall lays it on the left to Son. He's 1-on-1, but he chooses to go back. Bentancur chooses to go back down the left, plays it into Udogie's feet, who then comes back to Son, who's got a Iwobi back off him in the middle of the park again. Just seems to have gone in a 360 there.
Everyone heard the police sirens outside. They were saying, police sirens, who they coming to get?
At the moment, Brennan Johnson from
Brennan's on the run.
for being a footballer, apparently, a Premier League one. Davis.
Come on, Spurs. Attack it. Attack it. That's it, Destiny. Oh, that was a bit of a heavy touch, but he gets the ball in the box.
Tell just weren't there.
It's a bit of a heavy cross, though, wasn't it? Come on, Tell.
One-on-one with Robinson. Lays it into Bergval's feet. He's in the box.
Oh!
Puts it through Berger's feet, legs, and just, wasn't strong enough. But another good passage to play from Bergval and Tell there.
Come on, Spurs. Come on. It's been all Spurs in this second half.
This is what we expected in the first 5-10 minutes of that first half when they started off so well.
I mean, it threatened off to be like, I don't think it was ever this kind of, I wouldn't say creative, but this dominant. It's been very dominant. This is kind of like how Fulham were playing against us in the in the majority of the first half.
Come on, Spurs.
Davis. Out wide to big, is that Sonny?
Yeah.
Is that fouled on a doggy? Yeah, it's a free kick.
Iwobi seems to be giving away these needless free kicks to Spurs at the moment. And in dangerous positions. Yeah, the cross was, it's a bit like Pereira's cross in that first half, the way Destiny pulled that across. But yeah, Bergval put it through.
You just never know which way Bergval's going to go. The way he just glides on the ball.
It's the gliding.
It's incredible.
It's the way he glides.
I love this guy so much.
It was watching all those. Remember them videos on X of him gliding past people? Like, can he put it in the Premier League? And he's done exactly that.
All right, here comes Sonny.
Sonny's going to whip it in.
Come on, find Big Dom's head. And get it on target this time. Whips it in. All the way through.
Spurs won in the corner here. Come on. Mate, I'm sorry, Ben. I think this game's got 0-0 written all over it.
Seems it. There's going to be one goal, and I'm telling you, one goal.
Come on, Spurs. Anderson lays it out to Timothy, lays it back to Anderson. Spurs are pressing, but they've played it through the lines and Berger's got it.
So much space in the middle of the park there for Sander Berge. Castagna plays it back to Joachim Anderson, who plays it to Calvin Bassey. Bassey to bring it forward, and Smith-Rowe on the ball now. Smith-Rowe back to Calvin Bassey. Come on, you've got to press a bit harder than that, Ben Tancourt.
I guess you
well played, Ben Davis. And well played, Destiny Adoggy. But he loses out, and Ben Davis batters that one away. And it's actually a really good ball to Sonny, who heads it down to Ben Tancourt. Adoggy. Down the left-hand side. Tried that through ball to Big Dom Solanke, and it's just about intercepted, and it's a throw on to Spurs.
Benny will always find his best mate, no matter where he is on the pitch.
No matter where he is. You know, they absolutely adore Ben Davis in Korea. I was actually blown away when I was there, the love for Ben Davis that they have. Just because he's Sonny's best mate. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
He's not just Sonny's best mate, he is Korea's best mate.
Yeah, 100%.
The little Welsh boy. I wonder if he's ever been, like, on a holiday by himself there.
Well, if he is, he'd get mobbed.
Oh, mate, he won't be. He needs security. There you go, Ben.
Iwobi tries to cross in the box, and now Bergval loses it on the edge of Spurs box, and here's Willian over to the left-hand side to Anthony Robertson. Robertson back into Willian, who plays it back to Robinson on the left-hand side, who plays a good ball into Smith-Rowe. Smith-Rowe against Romero, and there's only one winner there. Coutinho Romero shepherds that out for a goal kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Still 1-0 in the Arsenal game.
The Emirates.
Yeah, did you ever have any sort of worries that Romero weren't going to win that? Look at that. Never.
I told you. I prefer...
And here we are. Spurs.
Sonny lays into Bentancur. He can't...
But he wins it back.
Go.
To Tell. Tell. Into Bergval. Has a shot. Deflection out for a corner. And it's Spurs winning all the corners now. Come on.
Come on, Spurs. I thought he'd lost it there for a second, but he won it back brilliantly.
Tell
then lays it back to Bergval. Bergval.
I thought Tell was just going to shift inside, then dart down the wing.
That's exactly what I thought he was going to do. That's what he should have done.
What he should have done, yeah.
Oh, what a save by Sanchez. Yeah. Can we see Sim?
No.
Sonny with the corner on Fulham's right-hand side, just in front of the Spurs end. Whips it in. Oh, is that Archie?
What's that?
No,
Davis.
Benny. Oh, see, Benny. Oh, Bergvall lays
straight into the hands of Leno.
And Fulham now try and go on the attack. Willian with a back heel up to Jimenez on the halfway line. Jed Spence shepherds him out, keeps it back in, but Jimenez lays it into Iwobi, who lays a darting ball at Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe's got no help at the moment. And Sander Berge just there in the middle. Solanke goes to shut him down. And again, Fulham just play it back now. They've lost the momentum going forward. Spurs done well there to stop that momentum.
Just under half an hour to go. Are we going to see a goal in this game?
Last minute.
Last minute?
Bergvall winner.
What was the... Oh, yeah, last minute winner, like Winksy at Craven Cottage. Remember that one?
Yeah, that was...
That was like the most drab game for the whole game, and then Winks just turns up in the last minute.
It was Nkudu, though. The only thing he ever done in a Spurs shirt.
Yeah.
Did he go out on loan like a couple of weeks later or something like that? It's like the only thing he ever did. Oh, Wobi up against Destiny, and they're fighting on the left-hand side here, but Wobi wins the ball just about, and Destiny...
We've looked very solid all game, I'm not going to lie. We really have.
Yeah, I know, it's unusual for Ange, isn't it?
It's very unusual. I'm like, wow. XG for both teams must be incredibly low.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, don't tell Sim we were praising Ange, though. I won't tell him.
Fulham on 0.45, Spurs on 0.29.
Yeah, says it all.
Is that Raul Jimenez going off? Or is he going over to... Yeah, he must be.
He's taking off his headband, yeah.
Yeah, Muniz.
Oh, Muniz. I ain't seen him for a while. And Iwobi's coming off as well. Silva is not happy. Until...
Oh, God. Adama Traore coming on.
How many times were we linked with him in a window because he kept playing well against us?
Yeah, the daily Adama.
He's not even a great player. It's just...
He's not. I still think, though, like in a Conte system, he probably would have done
one, yeah.
Bassi out wide to Willian. So they've got Willian and Adama on the wings. It's ridiculous. Come on, Spurs.
Come,
press, Sonny, press.
Where's Destiny?
Win it.
Yeah.
It's a throw into Spurs.
63 minutes gone. So we started...
Just one meaningful attack. Is that so much to ask for? Come on.
Second half's definitely been better for us than the first.
It's been better.
Yeah.
But still, we need to create more. And I think Maddison's got to come on now.
For Bentancur or for Gray?
I think Gray, to be honest. I think Bentancur's done all right in the second half.
That's what I thought. Exactly what I thought.
Right, Doggy with the throw on. He's got Gray to his left. He's got Bentancur a bit further forward. Dom Solanke's come closer to provide an option, and he's found Bentancur. The Doggy, and he gets fouled there from Pereira.
Yeah.
Free kick to Spurs, halfway into Fulham's half right on the left-hand side. Come on.
Come on, Sonny, whip it in. Sonny's been putting in some dangerous balls in the second half.
And Sonny's going to whip this one in.
Come on. Let's get Chelsea equaliser and a Spurs goal all at the same time.
That would be beautiful. That would be absolutely beautiful. It comes in.
Oh, no.
Bergvall to Spence. Spence out wide to Tell, and Spence has carried on his run. Tell checks inside. Tell in.
Oh,
and it's a header on target from Ben Davis. Yeah, it had to be a massive cock-up from the keeper if that was going to go in. But Smith Rowe Romero did well there just to, halt that kind of Fulham counter-attack with Smith Rowe. But here comes Calvin Bassey.
Tell wins it back. Does he win it back? Yes, he does.
Go on, Tell. Go.
Run.
That's it. No!
Oh, no, he's brought it back for a free kick.
Oh, no. Tell was away there, man.
We was just about to see
Bassey
Tell
for that,
redemption.
surely.
Yeah,
Surely he's got to be booked.
Tell redemption there. I think he blew up before. See, look. This is what we miss Romero for. Romero is just...
Bassey's saying, I remember your one from the first half, yeah? That's what Bassey's telling him. Come on now. Romero with the protection for his teammates. That's what you love to see. And it's true, that's what we've been missing a lot since he's been out. He's got the captain's armband on. Well, he did in the first half anyway.
Still Fulham 0, Spurs 0. 66 minutes gone on the clock. So
Solanke, that was actually a foul from Solanke on Bassey, and then Bassey just takes out Tell. I can see why he's angry now. But you got surely book Bassey if you're calling back the free kick for that. That was cynical.
He's lucky. Very, very lucky. Romero's coming off.
Is he?
Yeah, looks like it.
That is not good news.
No. Oh, crap.
So it's Herrera for Maddison, Archie Gray at centre-back.
Jeez. Yeah, it don't
This is possibly where the game turns, unfortunately.
It was good while it lasted.
Romero's been our best player.
Yeah, good while it lasted.
So how long is it going to take for one of Romero? I guess Romero played 90, didn't he?
Yeah.
On midweek.
Mate, it's international breaks. So who cares what he does for Argentina?
Well, he's playing 90 minutes twice.
Yeah, twice, yeah. And there's no way he's going to get injured and pull out.
Not Romero. No. He's the least person that's going to do that.
So Romero's just come off for Maddison, who's gone straight into the middle, and Archie Gray is now at centre-back. And Bentancur has gone in at back. Oh, go on, Tell.
Attack him.
Oh, he's laid a lovely ball.
That's a great ball from Tell. Unlucky. A bit too hard. Come on, Sonny boy.
Lovely ball.
Come on, Sonny boy.
Go out wide. That's it. Into Tell's. Oh, he's the shot. Oh! What's Solanke doing? Solanke, you've just got hit the target.
That was a great effort from Tell.
Oh,
really good effort. And Solanke's got to be more clinical than that, man.
So Tell forces a fine save from Leno, brings it back on his left foot, and then Maddison just lays it into Solanke's chest, basically, and with his chest as well, lays it into him, and Solanke hits it over the bar. That should have been 1-0.
Oh, what an effort from Tell.
It's a good shot. Very, very close.
This is a full stretch save out of Leno. Look at that.
Hey, what an assist by Maddison, by the way.
That would have been.
Whoa.
Would have been. All right, 20 minutes to go. Spurs have got a corner here. Oh, no, it's not a corner. What am I talking about? Tell loses out, but he wins the ball back. Well played. Spence, foul.
A foul, yeah. Tell and Spence look like they've playing quite well together.
Yeah, I mean, they played on that side together at Villa, didn't they?
Yes, they did, yeah.
And I thought they were linking up quite well then as well. And that was the first game that, that was Tell's debut.
Davis into his best mate. Who now just runs into a bit of trouble.
But Bentancur's there to mop
it up as a thing. Archie Gray back at centre-back.
Here we go. Sonny out to Spence.
Just doesn't
touch from Jed.
Yeah.
And here come Fulham now. Andreas Pereira out wide to Adama Traore up against Destiny Adogi.
That's it. He's always going to want to go on his right.
Fulham.
70 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Looks like Kearney's coming on for Smith Rowe now. And still 1-0 in the Gooners versus Chelsea.
It's a dangerous free kick for Arsenal, just on the edge of the box.
And a corner for Fulham. Oh, they've swung it out. That was a terrible corner for Fulham, thank God.
Come on, get out Tottenham, get out Tottenham.
Robinson now on the halfway line closely. Plays it into Smith Rowe. Anderson tries to, lays it back out to Pereira. Doggy up against Adama, but Doggy wins it.
Yeah, Tom Kearney coming on now for Robinson, I think it is. Oh no, for Smith Rowe.
Sorry, yeah. I can predict silver subs as well, man. He's as predictable as Ange. But come on, you Spurs.
"19 minutes to go. Let's see what goes on in this free kick. Odegaard and Rice over it. As there's a break in play at Spurs.
Yeah.
Oh, play's restarted now. It's a throw in. Throws it all the way back.
Wait, before that free kick's taken, we've had a sub, go out of play, and a break in play, and yet they still ain't taking the free kick.
Arsenal love taking their time over everything.
Bloody hell.
That new change that they've brought in, Arsenal going to be giving away corners every bloody minute. They still haven't taken it.
Bloody hell. And it's another throw to Fulham. I'm hoping that Romero is not injured.
Nah, I think he's all right.
I
Well,
think-
he did tweak. I mean, it did look like that was the first half, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm hoping it's just precaution, and that sub was always going to be made.
Yeah, let's hope so. The free kick still hasn't been taken by Arsenal, by the way.
And that's a third throw for Fulham since then. Bassi lays a long diagonal pass out to Willian, who, it was actually a brilliant ball in the end, but Spence.
Oh,
wins
well
it.
played, Jed Spence. Come on, Jed. Don't stop now.
And the free kick's finally been taken from the Gooners.
Has it?
Yeah. Whoever number 8 is it Enzo?
Enzo,
back.
yeah.
He's back.
All that just for that. Come on, Spurs. Surely we can find something. Surely.
Madders picks it up now deep into Spurs' half. Lays it back to Benny. 1-2 with Madders again. Madders lays it with the outside of his foot, but no one seems to have cottoned on that he was going to do that. And it's back at Leno's feet.
Come on, Bergval.
But
Charge
Bergval's
him.
chasing
Charge him,
down,
Bergval.
And he's not comfortable, and it's gone out
That's
for
it,
a
Lucas
Spurs throw.
Bergval. Good pressing, man. Good pressing. It's taken quickly, the corner. Or it's a throw on, actually. Tell to Spence. Spence going to get the cross in the box. He's got Sonny in the box. Sonny plays out to Madders.
Lay it to him. Just give it to Tell.
Madders to Spence. It's all gone a bit slow again. Tell.
1-2.
Madders. We need to get it on the other side of the pitch. It's too congested here. Madders plays it to Gray. Gray to Davis. Bit of a bobbly ball across the surface, but Davis gets it. The doggy. The doggy down the line, and it's poor from Destiny. Really poor.
15 minutes to go. Still Fulham 0, Spurs 0.
Is there going to be a goal, Marlon? Tell me, please.
Oh, mate, I wish there was.
Will this be our first 0-0 of the season?
I think it is, yeah.
Have we had a 0-0 under Ange?
Oh, now that's another great question. We must have.
Have we had a 0-0 under Ange? Someone let us know in the comment section below. I kind of feel like we have, but I can't remember or picture the game it was.
I want to say it was at home. And I don't know why I think it's at home.
Someone in the comment says no 0-0 ever. No. This will be the first one if it is.
Jeez.
We don't do 0-0s, mate.
Oh, do you know what? I'd love to interview after this. I'll be there with my popcorn ready. You're going to give us something. Cover, you'll miss Ange for that, though, won't you? His press conferences.
Mate, I like Ange. The thing is with Ange, right? Whatever gripe I've had with Ange, every time I hear him speak, I feel like, oh, you know what? It's going to be all right.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing. And that's the same exact how I feel about him. I would run through a brick wall for him. If he tells me tomorrow I'm not going and I'm staying, I'll be going, all right. I'm with you.
Tamworth in the FA Cup, was that 0-0?
Yes.
Yeah, and that was 0-0.
Tamworth was 0-0.
Oh, Vicario comes out, and here comes Willian. Is he going to have a crack? He is.
Oh, it's gone out wide.
God, I thought that was floating into the far corner. Very close. Good effort from Willian. And it's a goal kick to Tottenham.
Yep.
Bloody hell.
Whoever called Tamworth 0-0, well done.
It was
well
Sebastian.
Done.
Sebastian Eriksson.
Credit where credit's due. Now, Sebastian, go over to Spurs Kings TV and subscribe because we need people like you.
The great channel that is Spurs Kings TV. Everyone go and subscribe over there. And if you're not a regular here, subscribe here as well while you're at it.
Yeah, make sure. Hit those likes as well, peeps.
Yeah, 2,500, well, nearly 2,600 people watching here. Only 335 likes, people. Let's get those likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Spurs Kings TV. And happy days.
Oh, what's Sonny doing? Oh, I should have controlled that better there. So it's just in the middle with Sander Burge there. Robinson back to Calvin Bassey. Who lays a weak ball into the middle.
Here we go.
Sonny needs to control it. Oh, that's two now. Just gone a bit wayward for Sonny. Sorry, Simon. You said it. He said it before Sebastian. So I'll give you props too. There you go, Simon Linden. But here we go. Traore on the right-hand side. He's laid a ball into Muniz. Oh, Spence wins the header.
Odebear.
When did Odebear come on?
Odebear? Oh, he must have come on for Tell, but when did that happen? Did we just completely miss that? That's mad.
They must have been showing a replay or something because I don't...
Oh, Muniz! Oh, my God. 1-0 to Fulham. Muniz was pretty much his first touch, I swear. It's a great finish into the far post. And Spurs are 1-0 down here. Oh, man.
Where the fuck? I didn't see the sub, and where the hell did that goal come from? Jeez.
Fulham have done nothing. Oh, they've been growing a little bit in the last 10 minutes, but...
It's a great finish, though.
That is gutting, man. Fuck's sake.
I was worried when he came on as well because he ain't scored for a while.
We haven't seen him at all since he's come on.
So Odebear loses the ball, which we were like, where did you come from? Willian then lays it into Robinson. Robinson lays the cross in. Maddison doesn't really get rid of the clearance. Pereira just lays it into Muniz, who's in the edge of the box, and just don't shut him down quick enough.
The defence look like they're all just ball watching, really. Ben Davis goes to engage, but he's not quick enough.
Not quick enough, yeah. It's a great finish. I'm not taking nothing away from the finish.
Look at that finish. There's no chance Vicario can get to that. And I said there was going to be a goal in this, and it's come. Fulham are 1-0 up. This is sickening. Look at Ryan Sessegnon celebrating that as well. Jeez, man.
Do you know what? It's not been one of those games where we should be losing 1-0 either.
Yeah, I thought probably a draw is a fair reflection, really.
You know what's going to happen now. The floodgates are going to open, aren't they?
Muniz out to Adama Traore. Destiny up against Adama. He does well. Sonny to Maddison. He loses out to Sander Burge. Burge to Tom Kearney. Come on, Spurs. You've got to find something. Spence gives away the foul. And it's a free kick to Fulham with 10 minutes to go.
I think that Odebear sub and Tell sub has probably gone against us.
Well, Odebear was the one that gave away the ball, wasn't he?
Gave the ball in a danger with no one around him as well. I think this is going to be one of them stadiums that Ange doesn't do well at.
And doesn't score at.
Or Silva has his number.
Yeah, like plenty of other managers.
It's not like...
Here comes a free kick from Pereira. Vicario gets it away. Spurs need to get out here. That's it, Maddison. All the way back to Leno. Spence trying to find Odegaard, and it's going out for a throw-in to Fulham.
Oh, we need to get something.
And you know what? We thought this could happen once Romero went off.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, like, I shouldn't be that disappointed. We was probably expecting it a lot earlier. But because we're still having a few good... we're getting in the box, having a few chances. Not clear-cut, but positive play.
Joseph Vukovic says, if only we could play RZ Alkmaar every weekend. I mean, not away from home, maybe at home.
Yeah.
God.
What's the feat is this? Number 21?
Of the season
Of the
or in the Premier
season.
League? I think...
Of the season, yeah.
I think it's... Isn't it 19?
19, yeah.
Jory with the super chat says, remember, it's nothing to do with Ange. End-to-end chaos.
The goal did come out of nothing. Bentancur, Madders. Come on. I can see it. Come on, you doggy.
The doggy out on the left. Plays it into Maddison.
Ooh.
Maddison to Son, but a bit too strong. But a doggy's picked it up.
Get it in the box. Get in the box. Get in the box.
Injured. A doggy in. Miss-hit chance, but Sonny gets it and it's a shot and it ricochets out for a throw-on. Maddison's still half down.
No, he's up. He's all right. It's Madders, isn't it, being Madders? Come on. Win the ball back. Bergvall. Ooh. It's a bit late.
You know, Bergval's got that in him, don't you?
Yeah.
Tom Kearney. Out wide to Willian. Willian up against Jed Spence, and Jed Spence does well. We are 82.5 minutes left. I mean, gone. And it ain't looking good.
83 minutes on the clock.
And here's Robertson. Robertson back to Bassi. Bassi to Joachim Anderson. And that's a poor ball from Anderson. And Spence is going to shepherd that out for a throw into Spurs. Come on, Spurs, just find something. Bloody hell. Muniz batters that into Spence.
Yeah.
And Dane Scarlett is coming on.
Wow.
Who's it going to be for? Solanke?
It's got to be Solanke.
Well, I don't know. Could we go with an extra man up top?
Who would he take off?
Who else could go off?
He's taken off. The whole midfield is a brand new midfield three.
Two wingers and you.
Two wingers and you.
Yeah, it's got to be Solanke, isn't it?
I know Bentancur's on, isn't he?
Bentancur. Could it be for Bentancur, really?
Possibly.
Comes in.
No. Oh, what's
Gray
doing?
gets that away, don't worry. To Maddison. Maddison out to a doggy. Davis. A doggy lets that run. Does well there, Destiny.
Oh.
And he carries on his run. Destiny
run.
a doggy.
Run.
Bulldozing into the opposition half. Kind of slows it down, waiting for men to catch up. And the kind of momentum's kind of gone from there. But here's Bentancur in the centre of the park. Plays it square to Jed Spence.
Scarlett's scoring, by the way. I said it.
Odegaard into Bentancur. Bentancur to Madders. Madders just trying to chip
force
that
it.
into Odegaard.
Wasn't there.
Spence to Bergvall. Bergvall, lovely. Bergvall over Bassi. Oh my days, Bergvall. What are you trying there, mate? Unbelievable.
He's adamant it's a penalty. Be interesting.
See this again. That's a penalty. Ish.
If it was given, it wouldn't be overturned.
Yeah, 100%. All right, Bergvall. Out wide to Sonny. Come on, Sonny, attack him. Attack him, get the ball in the box. Oh, come on, Sonny again. Up against Castagna. It comes into Odebear, the back post, and it goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, I don't know. He could have got that.
You think so?
Yeah, if the ref gives it, that doesn't get overturned.
Bergvall really thought that was a penalty.
It's clumsy.
And Bentancur's the one that's gone off.
Yeah.
Scarlett on.
So you're right. 2 up top.
So Scarlett for the goal, yeah?
Said it. Now that William's coming off, definitely.
Sessegnon's coming on.
Sessegnon's... Oh, no, I'm not going to say it.
Do not say that. Ryan Sessegnon coming on against Tottenham.
I reckon Cess would have done all right under Ange as well.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, if he played further forward as the
He's not. He can't play inverted fullback.
No, he can't play as a winger. I think he would have done all right.
The thing is, though, he spent the whole time injured.
Yeah, that's the biggest. And well,
he stayed fit the whole season for Fulham, by the way.
Yeah, that's because he ain't got Ange doing his hamstrings.
Or anyone else. He couldn't stay fit for any manager.
I tell you what, we missed out on Perisic under Ange though.
Oh mate, he was class the first few games.
Yeah. That killed the whole momentum. I reckon he would have been perfect.
It's mad as well because he went to like Croatia to end his career. Suddenly he pops up in the Champions League scoring goals. Oh my God!
No, Cess. No, please not Cess.
Ryan Sessegnon.
Please not Cess.
Sessegnon. Oh my God! Ryan Sessegnon has scored against Tottenham. You couldn't make this up. Oh my days! He doesn't celebrate, but Ryan Sessegnon absolutely bodied Ben Davies there. It's 2-0 to Fulham. Game done and dusted. Game, set, match. And you just knew Ryan Sessegnon was going to do something. Coming on with 4 minutes to go, and his first touch, he pretty much scores a goal. Muniz' first touch, he scored a goal. And Ben Davies has got to be bitterly disappointed with that. Bitterly disappointed.
I apologise because I went to say it and I stopped myself. I apologise. But Ben Davies, he's been good all game. What is he doing? What the hell is he doing there?
You just knew.
I blame Sim. This is all Sim's fault.
Jesus, man.
But yeah, great finish. Again, but it's a long ball, isn't it? Yeah, it's a long ball. It gets caught under Davis, and then he just gets it out-muscled, doesn't he, really? It's whoever wants it more.
How can Davis get out-muscled by Sessegnon, man? Come on.
All people, yeah.
What a great finish that was, by the way. Davis.
Great finish. As expected. Look, we're gonna lose these games under Ange anyway. It's not like a miracle's gonna happen overnight. But
it's just the way it happens. Because we seem so in the game. And Moon is out of nothing, and now Sessegnon to finish the job.
Out of nothing. Just Romero stays on the pitch, and we don't lose this.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Because everything they were throwing in the box, we were winning. Even Davis was winning. Now it just seems like they've really got to address that in the summer.
Well, you look at it as well. Like Romero probably would have been in that position where Ben Davies was.
He wouldn't have allowed to get caught underneath it.
I don't know where Archie Gray was because he was actually right centre back.
Yeah,
but Davies had to come
over and cover for him. And to be fair to Archie Gray,
Odebear's lost the ball every single time he's had it.
That's why I didn't get excited over Odebear on Thursday. Because there's still parts of his game that I saw on Thursday and went, you'll get caught in the Premier League for that.
Yeah. How long? 5 minutes added on.
Oh, mate.
Sessegnon, Jed Spencer's just...
Oh, he's just left one on him. He's just left one on him.
Me and Marlon off to a losing start to our partnership.
Well, that means now, I had the same with Ash. We'll go on for bigger and better things now.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's just Barry I'm not good with. 2 out of 2.
Barry.
Yeah.
21 Palms with the super chat says, the game has showed us that Ben Davies and Gray are not centre-backs.
It's true. They're not.
I mean, Ben Davies has been all right from the majority. It's just that one moment. But it is a very poor moment. You've got to be stronger than that.
But yeah, you asked the right question, though. What is he doing on that side in the first place? Because that should be where Gray should have been.
Yeah, and Gray's, I don't know where. I need to see a bigger picture.
Sure, yeah.
Surely Gray's caught up the pitch somewhere.
Because I'm pretty sure it's Spence that's closest to Davis.
Yeah, it was.
Defeat number 15 of the season in the Premier League.
That's just a joke. How can you lose 15 in the season when we're like favourites to get the top 4 before the season starts?
Only Southampton, Leicester, Ipswich, Wolves have lost more
basically
games.
the 4 bottom teams.
Yeah, have lost more games than us. I tell you what, that win-loss is key.
Oh, here they come. Robinson down the left-hand side. Bergvall, he rides 3 challenges. And now he's up against Archie Gray. Plays it into Pereira. And Doggy gets the ball.
Who actually wins
2
tackles.
Destiny, well played. And Spence, is he going to lose out here?
Yeah, Spence looks like he's given up a little bit.
Oh, foul on Spence. I think Spence has drawn about 5 or 6 fouls this whole game.
He has.
3 minutes to go.
There was just that period in that second half where we were okay. We'd made the right subs, and then as soon as Romero came off, it just kind of went.
And that's what we said. We said at the time. As soon as Romero goes off, it's probably all going to go to shit. Very similar to when Van der Ven went off against Alkmaar.
Yes.
Except they didn't score.
Yeah. Very true.
Sessegnon. Bergvall does well to win it back, and he feeds Odebear down that right-hand side. Odebear up against Sess. Plays it into Bergvall. Bergvall to Maddison, who's going to try and find Solanke over the top, and it's straight in the arms of Leno. And this game is over.
Fulham 2, Spurs 0. Defeat number 15. Do you reckon he'll get to 20 defeats?
5 more.
Yeah.
It's not beyond all realms of possibility, I'll tell you that.
With 9 games left.
Well, we got Liverpool away, so that's for sure one.
One. Chelsea
Here we
away.
go. Are we going to claw a goal back here? Sonny into Solanke.
Oh, good save. Good saves. Good save, Leno.
We're into the final minute of the game.
How many did Aussie lose in a season?
Aussie?
Yeah.
I think less than this.
You doggy. 30 seconds left of normal time added on. Fulham 2, Tottenham 0.
There's a when blow the whistle now, ref.
Oh, you can see everyone's looking for the blame game now. Is it Ange? Is it the players?
And we'll get into all of that on the post-match fan show, my friends. So call in, get your voices heard. We'll be going live directly after the final whistle. And the final whistle has just gone. Fulham 2, Tottenham 0. will be going live very, very shortly on the post-match fan show. Arsenal has also finished 1-0 to Arsenal. So the worst of the worst days when Spurs lose and Arsenal win. But Marlon, big up to you for coming on today. We'll be together on the post-match fan show very, very soon. This watch along was sponsored by ExpressVPN. So get your subscription in the comment section, in the description below, and QR code on screen. 14 days free. And we got a super chat here from Blake that says, sack him now. Worst manager in my lifetime and not even close. Sim and anyone that supports this board are a disgrace to this club. Shots fired. Shots fired.
We'll save that for Sim.
Exactly. We'll get your voices heard on the fan show, people. We'll be back with you very, very soon. Thank you for sticking with us throughout the game. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always,
come on, you Spurs.